Hi guys, I'm Nabad and I'm student number 6. My topic is all about the methods of irrigation. So before I discuss the different methods of irrigation, so mag-recap muna tayo. Irrigation is the process of applying controlled amounts of water to plants at needed intervals. Irrigation helps to grow agricultural crops, maintain landscapes, and revegetate disturbed soils in dry areas and during periods of less than average rainfall. So when watering plants or the crops, we have time for that. Uh, Probably it is done in the morning and in the afternoon. So in the morning maybe around 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then in the afternoon 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So this irrigation is very helpful, especially to our farmers because hindi na sila mahirapan mag-supply ng tubig because as we all know, irrigation is constructed near the agricultural land. So um, if malawak yung farm natin, so we can use other materials and machineries like pumps and mga pipes to water them. So para maabutan yung mga nasa malayong mga tanim natin. And some of our farmers are dependent sa rain. Kung magpatubig sila, so dependent na sila sa rain. So as we all know, Philippines is ay may mga iba't ibang weather like sunny days and rainy days. So if dependent ka lang sa rain, so magiging unhealthy yung mga pananim because there is no enough water to supply the needs of your crops. So dapat talaga may irrigation. So this is the example of the irrigation. So it is an artificial, as we all know. So it is a man-made. There are also important of irrigation. So the first is irrigation keeps moisture in the soil. Moisture is necessary for the germination of seeds. So as we all know, in order to for the seed to grow faster, so it needs a water and to keep the soil moist. So there must be a water, no? Tamang water para ma-supplyan yung soil. So para mag-moist yung soil, it means kung ang soil na nag-moist, it means healthy na land. So it is good for the plants. If healthy yung soil, din maging healthy din yung plants. Water supplies two essential elements to the crops. They are hydrogen and oxygen. So as we all know, water is composed of H2O, which are the hydrogen and oxygen. These are very important elements for the crops. Next is the irrigation is necessary for the absorption of minerals, nutrients by the plants from the soil. Yung soil, if madaluyan ng tubig or malagyan ng tubig, so maghalo na dun yung mga minerals at nutrients galing sa soil. So, sisipsipin na yun ng mga plants. It is important for the growth of roots of the crop plants. So, if there is enough water, so mag-grow yung plants. So, when the plant grows, the roots also mag-grow din. So, these are the importance of irrigation. So, advantage of irrigation. Irrigation makes it possible to grow cash crops, gives good returns to the farmers. So, example ng mga cash crops ay yung mga nabibili natin sa market, like rice, vegetables, and others. So if there is enough supply of water, so magbe-bear yun ng more fruits, mag-bear ng more fruits ang mga crops and will grow healthy. So in return, mag-earn ng more income yung farmers. This is example of the healthy crops. It improves the groundwater storage as water loss due to the seepage adds to groundwater storage. So the example of groundwater are those moist in the rocks, moist in the leaves, mga ice. So due to the seepage or the yung magloss ng water because of some leaks, small holes. So with that, yung tubig ay mapupunta doon sa mga leaves, may stored sa doon sa leaves, sa rocks, and or in the soil. So it adds groundwater storage. That's it. Like this, small holes. So mapupunta yung tubig doon sa mga leaves ng grass or rocks or in the soil. It improves the yield of crops. This means more income for the farmers. So one of advantages of this irrigation, because of the enough supply of water. So in return, magiging or magbibigay siya ng maraming mga bunga. So magkakaroon tayo or yung mga farmer ng malaking kita. So this is example ng marami siyang bunga. We use it to help the growth of crops during the period of not enough rainfall. So yun nga, dito sa Pilipinas ay may iba't ibang weather. So if it is in sunny days, so irrigation will take place to supply water to our crops. Like this, drought yung lupa. So meron ding mga crops na mabuhay sa drought. Hindi masyadong wino-water, like this mais. So the advantages of irrigation: excessive seepage and leakage of water. This create marshes and ponds along the channels. The marshes and the ponds, after some time, breeding areas for mosquitoes. So yung mga sobrang mga lumalabas na tubig or overflow or in the leakage sa mga small holes, lumalabas yung tubig. So dadami yun, labas yun at pupunta sa gilid ng channel ng irrigation. So, maaari itong mag-create ng pond. So, with that, alam natin yung magiging stagnant yung water. So, alam natin na pwedeng pangingitlugan yung ng mga insekto like mosquitoes. So, mosquitoes are very harmful and can cause us to death. No? So, when the mosquito will bite us, no, there's is tendency na magkakaroon tayo ng dengue. So, alam natin na nakakamatay yun. So, yun yung mga disadvantage ng irrigation. Like this, water is stagnant, not flowing. So, maaari na siyang pangitlugan ng mga mosquito. So, it lowers the temperature and makes the locality damp due to the presence of irrigation water. So, the water in the irrigation, pwede niyang paginawin yung because of the water, no? Maging maginaw yung paligid. So, with that, pag maginaw na yung paligid or mag-lower yung temperature, pwede din itong pwedeng manirahan dito yung mga bacteria, some fungi, mga viruses, mga insect, kagaya ng mga anay. So, kapag may bahay ka sa gilid ng or mga building sa gilid ng irrigation, so yung mga anay pwedeng titira doon yung sa building. So, kapag yung building ay gawa sa kahoy, so may tendency na mag-collapse yung building kasi aanayin. Like this. Yan yung tara ng anay. Excessive seepage into the ground raises the groundwater and so causes waterlogging of the area. So, pag sobra-sobra na yung paglabas ng tubig dahil sa mga leakage, ganun, pwede siyang mag-cause ng pagwaha. Katulad nito. So, different methods of irrigation. So, in watering plants now, there are different methods of irrigation. We will choose yung suitable for the crops. Hindi tayo basta-basta magamit ng ibang methods na hindi naman pwede sa ating crops. So, the first is the surface irrigation. So, in surface irrigation, water moves over and across the land. It does that by simple gravity flow to the wetland and infiltrates the soil. So in this method, it is done by controlled flooding or uncontrolled flooding. Means yung controlled flooding is there is mata-turn on mo or mata-turn off mo yung pagdaloy ng tubig. For example, gusto mo nang magpatubig ngayon, so i-turn on mo lang yung pipe para lalabas yung tubig. Tapos kapag tapos na, i-turn off mo naman. Parang ganun. So if uncontrolled naman yung is direct from the irrigation. Direct siya sa irrigation pag hindi mo ma-turn off or ma-turn on yung pagdaloy ng tubig. So uncontrolled, hindi mo siya mako-control yung pagdaloy ng tubig. So there is tendency na mag-flood. There are different types of surface irrigation. First is the basin irrigation. Irrigation of land by surrounding it with embankments to form a basin and flooding it with water. So basin irrigation, this karamihan itong ginagamit sa rice field, mga ganon. So pwede rin ito sa mga trees. So para siyang like this, no? Para siyang hole, parang palanggana, tapos magukay ka ng hole dyan around the plants. So lagyan mo ng tubig, nakababad siya sa tubig. Like ito din nasa left, like the rice fields, yung palayan. And then the furrow irrigation is conducted by creating small parallel channels along the field length in the direction of predominant slope. Water is applied to the top end of each furrow and flows down the field under the influence of gravity. So furrow is irrigation. It is like this now. Between yung pinagtaniman mo ay parang may small canal. So if magpatubig ka na, dyan mo ipadaloy sa small canal yung tubig. So yung pinagtaniman mo ng crops, yung nakaangat na lupa is called the ridge, and yung parang small canal is called the furrow. Like this. So border irrigation is a type of surface irrigation where the field is divided into strips separated by border ridges running down the gradient of the field. The area between the ridges is flooded during irrigation. So border irrigation is the same with the furrow irrigation. The difference lang is that mas malawak yung furrow niya, the area between the ridges is mas malawak lang, kagaya nito. Parang ito dyan na method is applicable sa mga trees. So uncontrolled flooding, surface flooding in which water is diverted to non-prepared areas and is let to flow down the natural slopes without controlling its distribution. So uncontrolled flooding, yun yung sinabi ko kanina, to understand more, no? It is direct irrigation, like this direction. So you cannot control the water, no, na mapunta doon sa surface. Another method is the subsurface irrigation. Is the practice of applying water to the soils directly under the surface. Moisture reaches the plant roots through capillary action. So subsurface irrigation is it uses a pipe like this under the surface. So the moisture in the pipes, no, sisipsipin ng mga crops. And may mga maliliit din na holes, no, sa pipes para makalabas yung tubig at masipsip yan ng mga crops. Drip trickle irrigation. With this type, the drip lines take water near the root zone of plants and release it drop by drop. This method is the most water efficient of irrigation. So I think this method is most economical than among the other methods, because yung pagwater ng plants is drop by drop lang. Like this, no? It uses a pipe, then mag, pag mag-water ka ng plants, may small holes sa, um, may small hole doon sa pipe, tapos mag-drop lang yung tubig doon. Small drop lang, tapos hanggang sa ma-water na yung plants. The same lang pala sila ng no, subsurface. Ang nagkaiba lang is under the surface ng yung pipe. Next is this sprinkle irrigation. This is a popular method. Pipes carry some amount of water to the fields, then sprays it directly over the crops with high pressure sprinkles. The benefit is that you can control the amounts of water. So sprinkle irrigation is this likely parang natural rainfall lang. So it uses again a pipe, then pupunta yung tubig doon sa air by using sprinkler. So parang ulan lang siya. Ito. And the last method is the manual irrigation. This type uses buckets or watering cans. We commonly use this method in our backyard farms. So this type of method it uses yung mga palangga, yung tabo. So it is commonly used sa bahay lang. And that's it. I hope may naintindihan kayo. Salamat.